Hello there, this is Outbreaker Game, and today I'm reviewing set 70788 Kopaka, Master of Ice. This set comes with 97 pieces, and the age range is 8 through 14. Now let's go ahead and look at the box. So this is the box of the set. It shows Kopaka in an action pose with all his gold mask that he's trying to get, a skull spider also trying to grab it, and it also shows like the age range and other tips like that on this side. On this side it says Kopaka, Master of Ice. And also if you turn to the back, it also shows that Kopaka's adrenaline mode, you can knock off his mask, his gear function, which is all the way up top, which I think you guys can see, and also that you can put a skull spider on his head, and it shows the golden mask. This is approximately probably about the size of his mask, I'd say, yeah. And also, this shows that you can combine the protector's weapons and his weapons to make a second adrenaline mode, which is very nice, actually. So, yeah. And there's no instructions needed for it, so, yeah. So, let's go ahead and look at the figure right now. So, this is Kopaka, and this is how he looks. And this is a new one, which I really like. He looks a little bit more updated, and I kind of like him with the new CCBS system pieces and other steps like that, but, yeah. And his new mask looks really good, which I'll get into that very soon. But, yeah. This entire figure is really detailed, I'd say. I like how he looks. And also on the back of here, you see this little gear piece. Well, if you move it, well, if you turn it, it can activate his gear function. Another thing, too, is that he has some legs that are covered, like his back of his legs, like these, and his torso as well, which is very neat as well. And he also has these new armor pieces as well on him, which kind of remind me of the Toa Matsu torsos back in 2001, which is really neat. And of course, this piece was on the Protector of Ice as well, which is very neat, which is his kind of Trog, I guess I'll say, leading him to his golden mask. So yeah, and I really like his new shield because very, very, very reminiscent to his original form with his shield, which is very nice, actually. Even though that was a lot more circular. And yes, he does have a staff this time, which the staff is not a sword, but it's a staff. So it reminded me a lot of Taknuva. But I really dig the look of him with the staff. And yeah, if I compare him to the original Kopaka, there isn't that many differences, I would say, except for the new armor and color scheme. But yeah, the mask looks like it hasn't changed that much over the years compared to the one that came out in 2001 to the one that came out in 2015, which is current. So yeah, and I kind of like how they both look. Yes, they both have a shield on their, I think, on their right hand, and they have a spear and a sword on the right, which is also part of part of Kopaka's original look, which is nice. And the masks are pretty different, and yes, they both have different heads. If you haven't seen the review on this one, I'll put a link in the description for this review of this original Kopaka. So yeah, so let's go ahead and look at more at this figure. Which I'm all over the place, but yeah, let's go ahead and look at this. He has a printed torso piece, which is very nice. I know people might think this is scribbles and it doesn't look very neat, but to me, I really like the look of this, actually, and it gives Kopaka more of a interesting look. And another thing, too, that comes in this says 2 stickers, which of course you can put them on the bottom of his legs, which, even though most people don't really like it, I do. It looks really nice, actually. It gives Kopaka more of a good character, more of a pop-out look, I guess I'll say. So yeah, and also, I forgot to mention that it comes with one of these pieces from Chima, which came, I think, in Lavelle's, well, in a couple of Chima sets as well, but mainly for Lavelle's Ultra Build thing, which is a claw or a paw piece, I guess I'll say, since it looks a lot like that. And yeah, it's perfect for this figure, even though it's in gold. It's perfect for Kopaka because it gives him more of like he's wearing a coat or something, which is very nice to see. Like I was giving him that type of look. Another new thing in the set is actually, even though the UK got the 2014 Team Ultra build sets, Kopaka has a translucent hand as well, and he also has a translucent arm piece also as well on the sides, which is very nice. And also, I didn't mention this, but the gold as well and in the set looks a little bit better with Kopaka compared to the rest of the Toa, in my opinion, because it gives them more of like a cooler look, like a Taknuva look out, I will say, I guess. But yeah, which is very nice to see. And another thing too that I forgot to mention is that it comes with a invasion from below, not invasion from below, but brain attack torso with, well, not really, but like the other one, well, the other Toa, besides Poatu, does have this. They, I think, have the 2.0 look torso piece, but yeah. Now let's go ahead and I'll show you the other functions of the set. So one of the functions of the set is that you can knock his mask off, which is on the back of these Okoto heads. So yeah, you just knock the mask off, which, of course, I want to show you the mask, of course. So this is Kopaka's new mask, and I'll compare it to the original mask as well, which, even though the original mask is a little bit more bigger, this one is a little bit more chicer and cooler, I guess I'll say. And this one, I do like the original Kopaka mask as well. But yeah, they look very similar to each other, and I like the look. They look like they are from the same generation, I guess I'll say, but yeah, they both look pretty neat together, I guess I'll say. But yeah, this is the new generation Kopaka mask. So yeah, so you pop this off, and before I show you the golden mask, this is the skull spider that you get in the set, which is like a silver titanium color, I guess I'll say. So yeah, and you also, this is a thing that you can do with the set. So you have the skull spider, you just snap it on his head like so, and then you snap it while you put the legs back. And then you have Kopaka possessed by a skull spider, which is looks very nice actually as well. Even though there's silver, gold, silver, and white, it still looks very good, I guess I'll say. It reminds me of the Protector's sort of, taken over form, I guess I'll say. Well, not really taken over, but yes. But if you want to get the skull spider off, just lift these legs up, which is hard to do, because wrapped around the head, and then you just push that, and then the skull spider falls. And another thing, too, is that you get Kopaka a free golden mask, or whatever, in this set as well, which is very nice. It's the same one as this one, but just colored in gold. So yeah, you just snap this on like so. But here's the thing that I don't like with the golden mask for. It looks a little bit too gold heavy in my opinion. I don't know about you guys can tell me what you think, but he looks a little bit too gold heavy. Which of course you have to harken back to Taknuva a little bit as well, but yeah. A little bit too gold heavy, and it doesn't look very good, I guess I'll say. Animations, of course, in episode 9 of the Koto series, he looks a little bit better with this golden mask, but in physical form, not quite, I guess I'll say. Just because of that reason, but yeah, you can also knock this mask off and replace it with the original white mask that he's wearing. And last but certainly not least, well, there's two things actually, but is his gear function. Now, his gear function only controls one limb, so one arm, I guess I'll say, and it only moves up and down, which is very nice actually. It's just like a forward up and down motion. And yes, it harkens back to also the original Bionicle series sets. So yeah, now let's go ahead and show you his first adrenaline mode. So this is how Kopaka looks in his adrenaline mode. These remind me also back to like the 2002, 2003 Toa Nuba thing for Kopaka as well, which these, instead of skis, they're kind of like sled boards or whatever. And yes, also with the adrenaline mode, his golden mask, of course, you can put on. And yes, it's very, I guess I'll say it's very nice, I guess, to have him in a feature like this. And I guess I really do like it a lot. And it's not that bad, actually, even though that, yeah, it's okay, I guess I'll say. So yeah. And this is how he looks in his adrenaline mode. Now, let's go ahead and go to my final thoughts. My final thoughts of this set is that, it's a pretty good set, I guess I'd say. If you're a fan of a ice type or a fan of Kopakas, I recommend you to pick the set up because it's very good, I guess I'll say. And I really like it. I mean, yes, I'm a fan of Kopaka myself, and I like the ice thing. So yeah, it's pretty good, I guess I'll say. Another thing, too, that is good about this figure is that I haven't really mentioned any cons because it's actually a pretty good thing, except the only con is this gold mask with all this armor that's gold as well around it. That's like the only con. But most of it are pros, so yeah, it's a pretty good set, I guess I will say. And yes, you can knock off the mask and replace it with the light version of his, well, the normal default version of his mask. And yeah, that's basically Kopaka, the Master of Ice review. And hopefully you guys like it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And subscribe because it's for your benefit, and you'll miss out on a lot of things if you don't subscribe. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. See you guys later. Bye!